Yo, 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 how's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 26 of The Life and Suffering of Sir Brant and his passion for doors and stuff. Um, yeah. Are you very
Especially wooden
passionate?
ones.
Yes, he loves wooden doors. It's his
With
favorite.
fancy knobs.
Dude, he loves pulling those knobs. It's his favorite thing to do. Anyways, last time we were on our way to Archduke, not Montague, Mila Kunis, that's who it is.
Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis is the Archduke of Mila Kunis. Yeah, he sent us a letter because we were kind of a dick to his daughter, I guess, by not siding with her when we had a scheduled meeting. And then she was like, "Rah, rah, rah, I'm gonna be a Karen about it," and then she ran away. And now I guess her dad, EO, is not very happy with us. So we are on our way to his castle, and then, I don't know, we're probably gonna die. Maybe this is what he was talking about. Maybe he was like, or like Enoch was like, "Oh, you guys are probably gonna die." And I'm like, well, you know what? Probably pissed this guy off too much. And now he's like, "Oh, you put me down to a -1? Ah, I hate you. You're gonna die now." Oi. Oi, oi, oi. All right. I don't remember who is reading, but Brent, do you wanna start this off?
Sure. You are now inside the walls of the Archduke's castle. You had expected to see many carriages of the other guests beyond the gate, but the courtyard is strangely empty. The guards show you to a servant who guides you to a room reserved for guests and leaves you there to wait. The servant soon returns, and you follow him through the dimly lit corridors of Supernveda, lavishly adorned with silver, emeralds, and weapons of war. Nothing silver. Wait. Okay, there is silver and emeralds. Okay, never mind. I was going to say nothing green or silver, and clearly I just read those two things. The castle is silent. I guess. Okay, the reason why is because I wanted to make that joke before, and I just kind of just mindlessly read that to make the joke instead of actually, keeping the information in my brain when I was reading it. The castle is silent. There is no noise, no music. It seems completely uninhabited. The sound of your footsteps is smothered by the soft velvet between your toes.
Between your toes?
I said between instead of beneath, and I was like, I'm going to finish that sentence and make it make sense. The servant stops in front of a pair of massive doors made of black wood. This is your destination. He gestures silently. You enter an enormous room, its walls covered in portraits and ancestral relics. In the very center of the room is a towering throne carved of black wood. Towering throne carved of black wood. Okay. Upon the throne, you see the delicate silhouette of Octavia Milicunas, clad in a black velvet dress embroidered in silver. With a commanding gesture, the Arcadian lady bids you approach. You're here at last. Are you surprised, Brent? How odd. You didn't think of my father would actually summon you to an Arcadian castle, did you? Or are you truly that naive? How sweet of you. No, it was I who summoned you here.
Dun dun dun.
You are alone in the castle. Portraits cover the walls, portraits of Arcadians with dark green eyes, jet black hair, and they resemble birds of prey. And their eyes seem to watch you with contempt and makes you uneasy.
So was this her way, like, of, asking you to come over for, like, a, oh god, what's that thing where,
Nightcap.
Is that what it is?
Drinking. Nightcap is just capping the end of the night with a drink. To my understanding.
Booty call. That's what That's where I was getting at.
Clearly, I don't know what a booty call is.
I was gonna. What was it? Yeah, because they don't have text messages or anything, right? So this was her way of doing it. We're like, you know what? He'll probably reject it if it comes from me, so I'll have to send it from my father.
underage don't have their own cell phone, their own paper and pen. Allow me to introduce you to my family. Family, this is the human by the name of Brante. What do you think of him, father? She cast a defiant glance in the portrait of the Archduke Milianus.
You almost said it like properly. I was like, oh my god, Brent, you can't say it properly. It's gotta be Mila Kunis.
What's Milianus?
It's Melanidas or something.
No, I know what it's actually but I meant to say Mila Kunis. But what I said instead was something completely different that made me think of something. It's accurate somehow in my head, but I don't know why. TV show. Maybe it's a TV show from a long time ago. Then she removes a glove and cast it from her hand and cast it as well. It hits the great Archduke right in the nose. Octavia laughs at that, and tall walls and innumerable portraits echo her voice. Baffled, you ask Lady Mila Kunis why she has summoned you.
In defense mode. Or attack mode.
Because you have caught my attention. I noticed you even when you were somewhat younger than you are now. And then I started seeing you again and again. I've caught myself thinking about you quite often. And so I've decided I wish to possess you.
So, first of all, I noticed you even when you were somewhat younger than you are now. Wasn't the first time she noticed us when we were like 5? That's a little weird, Octavia. That's a little
that's
strange.
Called grooming.
Yeah, oh boy, Twitter, come on, get on this. Cancel.
Maybe she's a ghost.
She's a ghost.
Possess you.
Yeah, so I've decided that I wish to possess you. Oh, jeez. I am not an inanimate object for your desires. Jesus. Come on.
Or a demon. You will become my companion. Other humans will envy you, but no one will dare to cross you. My name will open any door you like. In return, you will satisfy my every whim, and I will do it with you as I please. Octavia rises up from the throne, the hem of her dress lifting up to reveal her elegant, slender leg.
Oh, she's Slender Man. Yeah.
Oh, Slender Woman.
Slender Woman.
You know the history of the throne, yes? My ancestor, Char Mila Kunis, used to sit here during the rebellion of Magra. Can you imagine that? Char Mila Kunis made decisions that transformed the entire empire, all from this very seat. And now it's gathering dust in this vainglorious art gallery of my fathers. Now, come to me, human. Octavia waits for you to... Fuck.
You can do it,
My mind's stuck in trying to correct all that. To do her bidding, one does not argue with the Archnean. Since the dawn of the Empire, they have taken whatever they wanted. If you refuse, Octavia, daughter of the Archduke of Magra, you would insult her greatly. If you submit to the Archnean woman, you will become her plaything. Everyone will know you are in good graces of Mila Kunis herself. As a human, what more could you possibly dream of? A life with choices?
Yeah, right.
You recall your chance encounters with her from the days of her youth to more recent times. What are your feelings for this exceptional Archnean lady? And what does she truly want from you? If you're willing to enter the perilous romance with Octavia, perhaps you could do it on your own terms. I gotta breathe. Returning her affections while keeping your honor. Would she defile the traditions of old for you and recognize you as her equal, even if only in secret? Octavia arches her back at her father's throne and waits for you, her slender hand beckoning. Why was I going to say becoming?
Beckoning. Her slender hand beckoning you closer. Oh boy, Brent, we have 3 out of 3 choices unlocked. We can submit to her. And also I'd like to point out the fact that it is possible to have these other 2 ones locked. So we could have got to a point where we could only submit to her. Jeez, that's crazy. Our reputation goes up by 1. Octavia Milakunis is now our patron. That's cool. I guess we subscribe to her, Patreon. I guess that's what it is.
No, your patron. So that means she's subscribed to us.
Oh, that's even better. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I wish we had Patreon so we could actually link a Patreon right now.
At least that is, as that wording is, it makes it sound like she's subscribed to us.
That makes sense. Hey, look at this. We could insist on being treated as her equal. Our willpower will go down by 5, but it's 10, so that's okay. Octavia Milakunis will have grown close to, and we'll get a +2 for her, which is kind of cool. One of these must be true. She has to be intrigued. So
-5 for a rejector.
Yeah. Oh, dude. It's still -5 willpower. But, Octavia Milakunis scorned, and we get a -1 with her. I don't really want to do this option, just because I feel like this is the best one, because I don't know, her dad already doesn't like us, but, I don't know, I feel like it's a
That's a bigger bump, too. +2.
Well, that's that's the thing, and she might be able to kind of, protect us against her father, potentially. But then again, I feel like we also will kind of be on a bit of a leash a little bit, because we can't do certain things that, Sir Elborn or whatever wants us to do. Potentially, that's a hard one. It's a very hard one. I still want to go with this option, because I don't really want to submit to her.
No.
You will do all as Octavia wishes in return for her favor. You agree with Octavia's lover only if she sees you as an equal. See, that sounds good. Yeah. Okay, Brent, what are you thinking?
Either this one or the rejector.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly because that branches out everything. I'd go with the middle one.
Yeah, I want to go with the middle one just because we do get that +2 with her, which I feel like would help if her father ends up not being super cool with some of the things that we do, which probably will be most of them, including his daughter. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, haha. It's like, haha, you're a -1, or you don't like us a little bit. Well, guess what? We're gonna be amazing lovers with your daughter. All right, Brent.
Maybe this is what's gonna send him over to go to absolutely hate us.
Oh, dude, maybe this is it. Maybe the only way to get true hatred with him is to, be doing the. I'm trying to think of
an equal to his daughter while courting her, I guess you could say.
Yeah, right. Well, especially because we're human as well, and she's an Arcnean, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah, Brent, we're doing this. All right. Look at that, soulmate achievement unlocked. Hells to the and we're already going through angsty depression. Oh yeah. Passion. You give Octavia your answer, looking her straight in the eye. You have been in love with her ever since you were young. That's right, 5 years old. You looked at her and you're like, wow, I'm gonna do, amazing things with her one day, wink wink. Enchanted by her beauty and grace, every chance encounter a treasured memory, and you know that this feeling is mutual. To you, there is no greater honor than a Lady Octavia's affection. But also, I wouldn't really say that. We kind of didn't really have a choice as well. We had a choice. It's just none of them were good.
The choices that were given to us were not very plentiful.
Yeah, not plentiful, and not one was obviously better than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you cannot sacrifice your honor as a nobleman for the sake of this love. You do not mean this as an insult. On the contrary, Lady Milakunis is far superior to you, it is true. Yet you, too, are of the noble estate, and you cannot accept humiliation, even if you must face the full extent of Milakunis's ire. You will reciprocate Octavia's affection, not as an obedient plaything, but as a man and a noble. Your impassioned speech ends, and you steel yourself to face her wrath. But to your surprise, Octavia seems lost in thought, her eyes downcast.
Nobody denies me. I'm not used to this. You are a remarkable human indeed. Brant, I have noticed this ever since we first met. Your words echo in my heart. You do not follow the usual rules. Any other man would have been groveling at my feet by now. Perhaps you can be my escape from this stifling, sickening world.
You know what's really angering me about this?
What?
The fact that the first quotation mark is backwards.
Yeah.
And there's no quotation mark at the end.
Of course.
Of course.
So be it. I choose a human as my lover, and I care little for what the aristocracy of the Twins' Forsaken Province has to say about it. I'll take this as far as I like. But you will be safe if our affair remains a secret to the world. Now come to me, my sweet human. I like to say human for some reason.
Because she's an Arcnean, so she's like, she's a little...
kind of robotic.
Oh, yeah. Human, come here, my sweet child. My sweet 5-year... Never mind. You draw closer to Octavia on the throne. It's not my fault. She was the one who was in love with a 5-year-old. You draw closer to Octavia on the throne. She reaches out for your face, caressing it gently and carefully, as though touching a human for the first time. A moment passes, and suddenly her arms wrap around your neck and her legs lock around your torso, and she pulls you closer to her with all her might. You do not resist the Arcnean's assault, probably because you're too weak. I don't think we've worked out at all in this, so
or
yeah.
if you hurt her, you probably get murdered. So
probably, yeah. Her embrace leads you to the throne.
So, how do you like the seat of seat of the great Char Milakunas? Just a piece of wood, don't you agree? Uncomfortable too, but luckily it's spacious enough for the two of us.
Is this gonna get like a little R-rated? Right here, are we gonna have to start blurring pictures and everything? Is this the real reason?
Blurring random parts of the thing just because.
Yeah, right. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Oh dude, I feel like the next thing I'm about to read is gonna be some light, fan fiction a little bit. Octavia's ravenous lips find yours as her hands free you from your fashionable attire, her entire body shivering with excitement. You caress her skin, tender and azure. You commit her to memory, studying her, trying to understand her. Octavia's eyes are dark as the starless sky, sparkling with delight from your sweet transgression. Sweet transgressions.
I forgot that she's blue.
Yeah, so just everyone thinking about this, just imagine like Avatar, like the movie Avatar, not The Last Airbender. Like
no. I'm thinking more of like I'm blue.
I love that song. I used it in so many YouTube videos back in the day. Little side note, back on my QWERTY 12 channel, I made a video of playing Super Mario 64 on an emulator using a code called the I'm Blue code, and it literally just turned all of Mario blue. And I posted a video doing the first level with the Bob-omb King, and I just had that music going in the background. There was nothing special about it. It was really terrible, but it was 2009, so I mean, or 2008 maybe even. So, I mean, that was quality content at the time. But why does she seek this pleasure with you? Why would she humiliate her ancestors and her very dynasty by having an affair with a human? Because she wants to create something light blue, of course. Seeing you preoccupied, Octavia gently pulls your head up by the chin. She kisses you passionately, and her lips start moving down your half-naked body. Whoa, okay, we're going places. Her inhuman...
It's still the same picture of the hand on the face.
Yeah, it's, her inhuman passion, and also inhuman body, swallows you and overtakes you until the vast throne room of the Milakunas dynasty echoes with the last of her ecstatic moans. Oh boy. Then there's silence, save for the sound of your heavy breathing. Octavia caresses your back slowly, then playfully pushes you off the throne. The Arcneans watch you from the portraits, their faces as dispassionate as ever.
Oh,
Wow.
they got viewers.
Yeah, right? Oh my god. Jesus, I didn't know they
I
were
wonder how
live
many there
streaming
are.
this.
Maybe there's more than we'll get on this video.
Yeah, probably. Honestly,
At least
dude.
for now.
Yeah, well, probably forever. Uh,
Not if I
Octa-
watch it
dude, watch it like 10
20
times, and
times.
there you go. I think we'll have, yeah. Octavia returns to you at dawn, now wearing a modest black dress, her hair in a formal bun.
It is time for you to leave, Brit. The Archduke will return to the castle soon. I will visit Anazot now and again. Several estates there belong to me. We will meet there, safe from prying eyes.
And then the Archduke comes back later and he's like, why does it smell like my ancestors' disappointment in here? You leave Serpenverda with your head spinning and your heart racing. The day it takes to return to Anazote passes like a single moment. When your family asks you about your visit to the Archduke, you evade the question. From that day forth, your heart aches sweetly, yearning for Octavia's letters, and when it is time for a brief tryst, that's right, a brief tryst, the two of you disappear to one of her estates and give in to your secret passion. There are days when your love and your lover seem but an illusion, something gone forever, but soon another note arrives, and the affair continues, only to be cut short again for an unknown time. You have stolen the heart of the most beautiful and highborn Arcanian lady of Magra. Only one nagging thought casts a shadow on your love. What will be the price for this insolence? Oh boy, we're gonna die. We're totally gonna die, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're greatly close with her. We're at great close. I didn't actually see the wording to it, but it's okay. I mean, this was a weird side plot that I didn't think was ever gonna happen.
Nope.
Like, didn't think at all that was gonna happen.
Well, I guess he's not gonna die a virgin now.
Well, that's very true. I mean, it only took, he's like 22 years old? That's fine. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Younger than me when I lost mine.
There you go. And several years older than me when I lost mine. Anyways, your home has been much more peaceful for the last year. The fights between Stefan and Gloria are not as fierce now, but how long will this last? Your job takes up all your time. You see your parents and siblings less and less often. Sometimes you don't even know what they are doing while you deal with the constant stream of duties. That's right, just one long poo.
It's a weird way to call diarrhea.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, but dude, you know when I texted you the other day and I was like, yeah, long story short, I'm having some diarrhea right now, so I can't record. Just think of that. Just a long string of... Anyways, this morning you head out on urgent business. You take one step out of the gate and run into a uniformed gendarme.
I read that as uninformed.
Maybe it was? Was it? Was it uninformed? Oh. No, it's uniformed, but...
Yeah,
okay.
I read it uninformed because that was just one N away from making it uninformed.
Makes sense. Brant, your presence is requested at the prefecture dungeon. Taken aback, you ask what this is about. We have your brothers Stefan and Nathan Brant in a cell. They were arrested last night in the Steiner's Inn. They asked us to send for you. The cells in the prefecture dungeon are cold and damp. The guards lead you to the bars, and behind them you see Nathan huddled in the corner like a homeless man, like he's your younger brother or something. Your younger brother is unshaven, more disheveled than usual, and reeking of wine and filth. Near the cell you see Stefan grimly sitting in a chair. You guess that the gendarmes thought it best not to put him in the same cell as his low-born brother. Upon seeing you, Nathan lets out a whimper, and Stefan cracks a bitter smile. The sheath on your brother's belt is empty.
There you are at last, Brent. Have a look at our younger brother. Yesterday he got drunk in the company of some dubious fellows. They are commoners, yet they dared to surrender to pleasure. They started a brawl, wrecked the inn, and harassed the waitresses. As soon as I heard, I rushed to save this drunkard from shame.
Nathan cowers into the corner, horror struck.
I walked in and demanded that Nathan Wait, oh, I was
I was
reading
gonna
that.
say it's still Stefan, yeah.
I walked in and demanded that Nathan come with me. But his cronies wouldn't let him go. That's not true. You just grabbed me by the collar and dragged me after you. You nearly suffocated me. Shut your mouth, Kerr. No, so brother, they seem to have some sort of sect. Why so many S's? They all
Yeah.
shouted defamations against the twin gods, and one of them grabbed me by the arm. I was forced to skewer the heretic with my sword. I hope the lesser death will teach him never to lay his filthy paws on a nobleman. He was trying to talk to you, Stefan. Silence! Then the Genjars barged in, and here we are. I'm been accused of an unlawful murder. Apparently, the new laws allow killing of a comer only if he attacks first or wields a weapon. They say that in the event of an insult, I'm supposed to file a complaint to the prefecture. So now they're going to seize my sword for a whole year. What a shame. And it's all your fault, Nathan.
Stefan gives the bars a furious kick. Nathan covers his face with his hands in despair.
Bread, brother, you are our only hope. Get me my sword back and get us out of here. And fast. We have to bury the sordid affair as deep as we can before anyone finds out. Save our families from shame.
Oh no, we only have two choices.
We can only
no.
refuse or ask father.
That's all we can do.
We don't have enough manipulation to do blackmail?
Yeah. Well, let's go through the ones we can do first. We can ask for father for help. Our reputation and unity as a family goes down. Manipulation goes up by 1. Nathan and Stefan Brant will go up by 1, but Robert will go down, right? Or we can refuse to help. Our reputation goes down by 2. Our willpower goes up by 5, and both of them don't really like us as much. These are not great options. Oh, man. No. Darn it. Oh, if our career was up by 1, we could do this. We could have used our authority. Our justice would go down by 1, but our our eloquence would go up by 1. Stefan and Nathan Brant would go up by 1, but Augustin Elborn would go down by 1. So I guess maybe that wouldn't be great. Take them to the Inquisition. Inquisition power down by 1, scheming up by 1, and Nathan and Stefan Brant up by 1. Or we could blackmail the judge. Spy network down by 1? What the heck is spy network? What?
That's a new one.
That's a definitely... Maybe that was if we took a different path. Like the rebel path or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or, yeah. Maybe that's it. Diplomacy up by 1. Stefan and Nathan... Yeah, I don't know. I mean... Like... I don't think this is a huge decision. Even though it gives us, like, 5 options and we can only choose 2 of them. Mm-hmm. But, like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna ask father for help. I think that's kind of the better one. I don't know. Our reputation goes down by 1 and our unity as a family goes down by 1. But our manipulation goes up by 1, which is good. And Nathan and Stefan Brant go up by 1 as well. But then Robert Brant, who's already at 3, goes down to 2, which is, like, okay. I guess he was at a 5, and then we took control of the family, and he went down by 2. Now I'd be going down by another 1. But I mean, at least it'd be balancing it out a little bit compared to the other people. Or we can refuse to help, in which it seems we really only get negatives aside from willpower. And our reputation as a family goes down by 2. I don't want to hurt our reputation that much, is the thing. And plus we get -1 with, like, Stefan and Nathan, so... Yeah, I don't know, man. What are you thinking?
I would refuse to help, but that's me. The actual Brant character here, he'd probably just ask.
I think he would do that too. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty equal in the upsides and downsides, but this one is, like, mostly downside. Willpower goes up by 5, which is good, but I feel like there's other opportunities to get willpower up. But, like, I feel like this is also just kind of a dick move to the whole to your family. A little bit, yeah. I don't know. Okay, ask father for help.
Yeah.
Is that where we're locking in? Okay. All right, Brent, you persuade the head of the family to use his power as a judge to free Stefan and Nathan. And you know what? Next time we'll figure out what happens. Are we going to free them? Or are we going to, I don't know, not free? I guess we are freeing them. I don't know why I led into that. I tried to make like a cliffhanger, but the cliffhanger was the choice. So that didn't work out. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Do the things you do for everyone else, but do it for us. And by that, I mean subscribe. Do it. Come on, tell your friends, tell your family. Be like, yo, those Rawkward gamers, guys, fellas, they're pretty cool. You should watch them. Tell that to everyone. Do it. Peer pressure. Come on.
Don't hide us away like Lady Mila Kunis.
Yeah, right? Like, you know, you don't have to, you know, get in contact with us by letters. You can actually just email us or comment on the video and tell us. That's probably the way better way of doing things. Do it. Comment, subscribe. Yeah.